Welcome to the Porn Reboot podcast, where you get practical tips to gaining control over your porn or sex addiction. We help ambitious men end their out-of-control sexual behavior with pornography, sex, and masturbation so that you can maximize your life, perform at your potential, and remain in control in the driver's seat, which is where you have to be in order to gain or maintain the success you want in life. I'm your host, J.K. Emezi, certified sex and porn addiction recovery coach. Welcome to the episode. I'm addicted to watching gay pornography. I'm addicted to watching transgender pornography. I'm addicted to watching pornography and then going out and looking for an escort. I'm addicted to OnlyFans and then propositioning women with money to have sex with them or with gifts. I'm addicted to gore or snuff-based pornography. I'm addicted to cartoon or hentai pornography. Too often, I hear clients define their pornography addiction by their behavior. But the truth is that your pornography addiction is not defined by your actual behavior. It is defined by your dependence on that behavior. And a simple example is, if you were an alcoholic, I wouldn't care whether you were addicted to beer or tequila or whiskey or bourbon or vodka. It wouldn't matter to me. What you would be hooked on is how alcohol makes you feel. And this is the same for pornography addiction. The problem is, you spend way too much time beating yourself up about the type of pornography that you view and what pornography makes you do. Like, oh man, it makes me download apps and then get on gay hookup sites. It makes me cheat on my spouse and chat with women in a different state. It makes me try to have an affair. It makes me spend money on sugar babies or on OnlyFans. It makes me watch very degrading pornography and go find secret apps and chat sites where I can talk about these degrading things. And then you stop beating yourself up. But the truth is that it is no different, my brother, from being an alcoholic and being like, oh yeah, I drink tequila. And when I drink tequila, I go on a real bender. I have a tendency to drink and drive, and I have a tendency to wake up blackout drunk. Or when I drink vodka, I get really angry and I get physical with people. I'm not saying that those things are not important. What I'm saying is that for the purposes of ending your behavior, the only thing we're focused on is how it makes you feel, because that is the main thing. That is the thing that you are addicted to, not the behaviors that you engage in after that. This is a very simple concept, but many of you guys get so caught up in the behavior that you're not able to see straight. And the reason why you got to be careful is if you get caught up in the behavior, you're going to have people who are calling you out on that behavior. You're going to have people on podcasts, on YouTube, ads, wherever you find them, who start pointing out your specific behavior. And then you feel bad. You're like, man, yeah, they can help me stop downloading whatever, a gay porn, like Grindr. They can stop me from downloading Grindr, or they can stop me from having affairs when I'm on the road and I'm traveling for work. They can really help me with that. The truth is that they cannot help you with that. The only thing they can help you with is how pornography makes you feel. That is the first thing, gentlemen. That is the only thing. And this is going to bring you so much peace. So much peace when you realize, man, so are you saying, JK, that all of those things are not relevant to my future? Absolutely. None of them are relevant to your future. There are so many men who have showed up and they are beaten down by all the behaviors they engage in. But they're like, but you don't understand, JK. I've been cheating on my wife for 25 years. But you don't understand, JK. I get drunk and I go try to pick up prostitutes. But you don't understand, JK. I've had sex with men when I'm on the road. I drink, I get really drunk, I do drugs, and I have sex with men. And I'm a straight man. I'm a Christian. I'm a this, I'm a that. But I do understand. Pornography preceded all these things. Before pornography, none of these things existed. Well, maybe they did because when I was a kid or when I was a teen, I experimented. I'm not talking about that shit that happened when you were during puberty and when you were discovering yourself. That's just like a normal process of like figuring, oh, who am I? What am I into? All that sort of stuff. I'm talking when you were a full grown man. Did pornography precede any of these things? Did it precede them? You're like, yeah, it did. Pornography was there first. I would watch pornography. I'd get myself revved up. And then over the years, sometimes you don't need pornography because your brain has been rewired by pornography. This should bring you peace, brother. This should bring you peace. Now, you don't need to just keep sitting there just listening to me. Get on a call. This is my shameless pitch. Get on a call with me, with one of our Reboot strategists. Tell them what is going on, and we will see if we are a good fit to work with you. The worst case scenario is you're not a good fit to work with us, but we give you a blueprint that you can go away with, something that you can apply. Best case scenario, you're a fit for one of our programs, and you can end your behavior within the next 90 days. You join October, November, and by February, you're in control. If you want to go further and you want to make sure that this behavior is no longer a part of your life, then you hang around a year and a half, 2 years in a community of non-judgmental men, and you permanently rewire your brain. And when that behavior with pornography is gone, guess what's also gone? All your other acting out behavior. The apps are gone. The people that you hook up with are gone. The negative feelings that come with that are gone. And don't worry, we will show you how to replace all of those things with something that is way better for you. With something that brings you happiness, something that brings you peace, something that you anticipate and you can look forward to. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Porn Reboot podcast. I'll speak to you later on in the week. If you found this episode helpful, here are 4 ways I can help you with your out-of-control sexual behavior for free. The first way is to grab a free copy of my book, Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men at elevatedrecovery.org, or visit the link in the description below this episode. The second way is, if you're not sure where to start, but you'd like to learn more about my team and I, if you'd like to spend time with like-minded professionals and business owners who are controlling their behavior, then join our free and confidential group, the Porn Reboot group on Facebook. There's a link to join in the description below this episode. The third way is if you need help right now because you have a burning issue, your behavior with pornography is hurting you mentally or emotionally, you're about to lose your relationship, you want to live up to your potential, be an authentic man, and free yourself from shame, guilt, and underachieving, then click on the link in the description below this episode that says free coaching call. And the fourth way is to leave us a 5-star review if you enjoy this podcast, so that we can reach more men who are struggling in silence and bring back the lessons we learn from coaching them to freedom.